Hey everybody, how's it going? This is Campo and welcome back to the channel. And on today's video, we're going to be doing a quick review of Kitty Pryde. I recently pulled her from the featured crystal and without any hesitation, I took her up to rank 3 even though she's unduped. And this video is just going to be the most basic of guides, just talking a little bit about her rotation and her utility, so that if you also pulled her and you just know, hey, I know she is really good, I know she's got this synergy team, a lot of really popular MCOC YouTubers use her, but how do I get started? That's going to be what this video is. So the way that I'm structuring this video, we're going to start off talking a little bit about her Sig Ability, which I don't have access to, as well as the synergy team and how important it is. And then I'm going to be showing you 3 fights. One of them, just kind of a vanilla fight. Another one is going to be a little bit more of a matchup where she shines, like she has lots of enhancements from the node. And then the third one is actually going to be one that is a little bit difficult for her. She has some struggles to get over in order to reach her damage, but she is still able to completely counter the node pretty seamlessly. So the Sig Ability is something that we are missing, which is the most important part is that first line, which happens at Sig 1, which is taking no damage from any source while phased. Currently, she takes 80% less damage while phased in her current unduped state, which is pretty darn good. I mean, if you think about Spider-Man 2099's True Strike countering ability, that is 75% reduced damage, and as you know, he barely takes any damage. So like 80%, you're still going to be able to counter a lot of BS, but who wouldn't want that 100%? The other interesting thing is this defensive combat power rate. Now, you were thinking like, well, wait a minute, it says while being struck while phasing, what does that mean? Well, just think about if you're fighting Daredevil, who will not allow you to miss. If you get hit during the phase, you will still take no damage, but you will gain a ton of defensive power. Just an interesting piece of utility. There are probably some uses for that where you can cheese nodes, but most people don't utilize that as much as I think they can. And then finally, you'll understand a little bit more about what this means, but personal incinerate effects expire naturally or purified. They have a chance to re-trigger and also become more powerful. You'll see that it's kind of important for these incinerates to build up her prowess meter, or whatever it's called, and it's kind of important for you to be able to continue that to go up and up to have more special damage. So the fact that they can reapply, it might mean that you have to throw fewer special ones basically. And then the synergy team, the one that everyone knows about is with Tigra and Ghost. The Tigra one is probably the more important for the general play style. Essentially, when you get to 10 prowess, if you dash in, you will become unblockable. It just means a lot more things are going to connect. This is very huge for the play style. And then additionally, the Ghost one is more about damage, because if you miss, you gain some bonus prowesses. And with Ghost, you can get a ton of these. Basically, if you take 2 hits while phased, you can go from the max of 20 prowess all the way up to 30 prowess when you have Ghost. So for the remainder of this video, I am going to be showing this synergy team because I do think it's important to use it as much as you can when using Kitty Pryde. So with all that, let's move on to the gameplay. Alright, so now we're going to be getting into the gameplay, and the first fight is just going to be our favorite vanilla fight here with over 200k health, the Deadpool with no abilities, just to do a damage test. And what we're going to see is that we can gain prowess by doing a well-timed block or critting. So we get 1 from the well-timed block, we get our 3rd one from landing a critical hit, and at this point we're just able to phase. So the way we like to phase is to do medium light. It's either going to intercept the opponent, or if they do clip us, it doesn't matter because we're going to miss. And then as we land more crits, we're going to be able to get above 10 prowess. And once we get above 10 prowess, we go unblockable during our phase. And in a fight like this, when I'm not running the recoil tree masteries, we're trying to throw 2 special ones before we get to the special 2. Just make note that when you throw a special, you actually lose your prowess temporarily. You have to start building it up again. So you do have to be a little careful after throwing your first special one. But here's the second special one. And we do want to always be throwing it while we're phasing so that the incinerates do more damage. They're passive and they last a little bit longer. If she were duped, then we would be able to have them potentially refresh and get our prowess meter going up even more. But as you can see, our bonus prowess is in the yellow, so we're ready to unleash a big special 2. We take a couple extra misses, which pushes us to 30 prowess, and that's going to be enough to kill him. So the way we went in for that kill is we phased, we stood there until just before the phase was going to go away, and then we threw a special 2 so that we had the max prowess to finish him off. Now the next fight is going to be one where she is enhanced by a node. I'm just going to show you how in some scenarios she is absolutely ridiculous. The node, as I'm about to show you, is in Act 7, and it has pleasure to burn, which means that we need to be able to put incinerates on them to do damage, but they do give you the got a light node, which is the one that gives you the chance to incinerate them as well. Also, you can't see it, but on the bottom it says that there's incinerate and vulnerability too, so that's also going to be working out for us. The main name of this game is that the node is giving us incinerate, so we don't even have to worry about the special 1 throwing, because our bonus prowess meter is already starting to climb because of the incinerates on the opponent. So we got our 3rd prowess, so now we just begin our medium lights. And you know, we're just going to miss every hit, or we're going to be unblockable and block her, break her block, and just keep going. So I'm thinking in my head, if I can get to 20 plus, that we're going to be able to finish this with 1 special 2. And here we go in, and we're going to take a couple missed hits, 1 more, throw it, ginormous special 2. Who even knows how much that would have hit for? But yeah, that's just an example of like a bonkers interaction where you have incinerate and vulnerability and the chance to incinerate. And then in this final matchup, we're going to be looking at a fight that is probably not the best matchup for her, but she still has a kit to completely counter it. We're going up against this Shang-Chi who has like 400k health, and it also has the power struggle node, which means that we're going to get power drained every time he throws a special. The only way we can gain power is if he gains power. We get a bar when he gets a bar, and then additionally the combat deja vu unblockable means that the medium light that she already does is going to be ever more important so that he doesn't go unblockable. So I'm going to have to kind of pay attention to a couple things. I can't just like swipe right and left and hope for the best here. So we start the same way, trying to build some prowess. I hope I get a crit so that we can get to the 3, and now we can start phasing. So we are just doing medium light. He's not going unblockable. We got a sweet miss there, which was really nice. That wouldn't have been an intercept, and we are able to safely throw this, and it was while the phasing is up, so we get the passive incinerate. And now just remember, we need to rebuild our prowess so we can phase again. That's why I did those few parries. And also I do want to try to push him to a special 2 so we can unleash it. Unfortunately, I didn't get it there, so I'm going to try again. Even though the medium light is working, he keeps throwing his specials, so I want to somehow get him up to his 2nd bar of power. So the way we're going to do it is to kind of change up our combos a little bit. I don't care that he's unblockable. I'm just hoping that I can push him, and we do get it off. The crit luck isn't amazing, but we do take off a decent amount. He's unblockable, but no big deal. So now we need to rebuild up to our prowess. So that's why, again, I parried there. The only damage we've taken is a little bit of block damage, which isn't the end of the world. Right there, sweet phasing of the special 1. And yeah, the fight's just going a little bit slower because we can't build power on our own. We have to always wait for him. But I'm going to try to get to another special 2 because I believe that's going to pretty much finish him. We're completely unblockable on all these because of the Tigress energy, and we're not going to get as flashy of a finish as we did in the first 2 fights, but I am feeling fairly confident that I can get to a special 2 if we start doing some fuller combos. And here we go. I just connect it, and this should be enough to get him down. And there you have it. So again, Kitty Pryde, power struggle doesn't seem like the best node for her, but in this case, she's able to take advantage of the medium lights that she does during the phases and gets it down. So in summary, she is a pretty complicated champ to master. There are other techniques that we didn't go over today, which are perfectly timing phasing of projectiles. That is one of the coolest things that she can do, and there are certainly some more advanced guides about how to do that. Like, just imagine one of those champs that has annoying bullets. If you time your dash in to phase that, you can connect and make a huge special 2 at the end of that and completely miss all the bullets. That's something that you can certainly work on. There's other utility that she has when there's like incinerate immunity that she has has. She can also gain more of her bonus prowess meter. There's a lot going on with her, and I think that the point of this video today is just to give you her basics so that you know, hey, do a special 1, do 2 special 1s, get to the special 2, and if you can start experimenting with that and experimenting with dashing in, knowing when you can phase, when it's safe to do your medium lights and not just like YOLOing the whole time, I think you can have a lot of fun with Kitty, and you can discover along with me how good she is in this game and what some of her uses are. So thanks again for checking out this video. Hope that this was helpful for you, and I hope you have a great day. Catch you in the next one.